Hey guys, welcome back to RC Legends, and once again, thank you for stopping by. So, don't know why I've made this video. I do, and it's because I can, if that makes sense. So, as the picture and thumbnail says, this is my Kyosho collection. Never envisaged years ago, when I started this Tamiya Legends 4 years ago, and earlier than that, or later than that I should say, I never set out to have a Kyosho collection. But yeah, it's just the way these things work. So I thought, let's get them all together. There's not a massive of them. There's not a huge quantity of them. But what is there? There's eight. There's 8 cars in total. There's 6 in the collection. Five are finished. 1's in the collection, but it's getting ripped apart and it's going to be a project. There's 1 to restore, and then there's 1 new in box. So I thought, what the hell, let's get it all out and have a look at my Kyosho collection. Right, this is the first time I've had them all together, which is kind of cool. Very cool indeed. I'll bring a camera. I'll do them individually as well, but just thought it'd be kind of cool to see them all together, because it's the first time I've seen them all together. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Sorry, nerding out. You know what I'm like. Yeah, right, let's just have a quick look at them individually. Right, first one from the Legend series, Kyosho Turbo Optima, done in my own livery. Made quite a few videos of this build. One of my favourites, this thing. I really like the look I achieved with this one. And this is without doubt one of my favourites I've ever done on the channel, or any channel for that matter. Just one of my favourite builds. So this was from the Legend series again. This is obviously the Javelin, but there's quite a few special things on this one. To start with, it's got the full carbon upgrade set on it. I actually painted the frame because I really liked a white colour, so it's got a matte finish, and I just think that looks awesome. It's got Marwan reproduction tyres of the original, which first was seen on the Optima. It's got a Tamiya Fox driver in it, and those black wheels with a little bit of detailing on. Without doubt, one of my favourite cars, and it's odd because I was never that into the Javelin until Keith sent me he sent me Turbo Optima and the Javelin when I was thinking about starting RC Legends channel up, and it was just kits to get me started. And I knew I'd enjoy the build, but yeah, just such a cool looking car now. One of my favourites in my collection without a doubt. Next up, again from the Legend series, a Turbo Scorpion. I went to eBay to pull the trigger on an Ultima, which I've done a few times, and anyway, I ended up going for this because it's not a car I'd ever looked at, and then just saw the eBay ad and I was like, that is kind of cool, and I'm so glad, really, I'm so glad that I bought this car, because the build is just incredible. It's just metal everywhere. I love the box art now. I didn't think I did at the time, but I absolutely love it. And then I ran it, and it runs so well. So yeah, absolutely made up to get that. Really cool car in my collection. And you're probably sick of seeing this one, but one of my favourite RC cars of all time, the Kershaw Laser ZX5. Just done a video, I hope it wasn't last week, I think it might have been. Anyway, this is in standard ready to run format at the moment, but it's going full carbon and full alloy. But yeah, I don't know, for me, this just looks how an RC car, 4-wheel drive off-road RC car should look. I just absolutely adore this thing. Next up, we have the Turbo Ultima. Yeah, done a video on this. This is up for a full restoration at some point. No idea when that's going to be. Shout out to David for this piece of vintage goodness. Absolutely awesome. And yeah, when this is finished, it's going to look so good, because the there's bits missing off it. The wing's not correct. The rear wing underneath the main wing's missing. So yeah, there's a lot to do with that one. But yeah, looking forward to finishing this one and getting it in the actual collection. This one needs no introduction. This is my original Kyosho Optimum made reproduction body and wing. I think, pretty sure it is, and reproduction Marwan tyres of the OT66s. Big shout out to David again for this one. He donated this. I just had to get the body set done and tidy it up. So sprayed the wheels, bit of white on them, got the tyres, and then Marwan actually sent me this body set pre-done and a clear one. So that was a lovely surprise. But yeah, I think if you collect vintage RC, there's a few cars that have to be in that collection, and the Optimum made is right at the top of that list for me. What a thing. It's one of those cars I can just look at. It's so... it just pops, doesn't it? It's just incredible. It is a really, really good looking four-wheel drive off-road car. Yeah, I'm starting to nerd out behind the camera as I normally do, but yeah, just such a great car, and I'm sure many of you now have the Riri, which is awesome, because it'll take a bit more power than this thing would. And then we move on to my favourite vintage Kyosho car of all time, the Kyosho Optima Pro. All original, apart from the body. Decals are original. Big thank you again to Keith RC Icons. He sent me this quite a while ago now. I think it might have been the first car he ever sent me, because I've got a really strong link to the Optima Pro from back in my day. I won't go into it, but yeah, when I was racing Saturday mornings when I was young, the main chap there had the Pro and won everything, and he was a turd as well. But anyway, yeah, I just think they just smashed it out of the park with this body set. It's standard Optima chassis if you don't know, but yeah, I just this body set and full under tray that just wraps around the whole chassis, it just makes it special, and the paint job is absolutely top class. I copied it, or it's closely copied to the actual RC Car magazine review back in '88, I believe, might have been '87, which I have that magazine somewhere, and that does need to go behind this car at some point. But yeah, just look at it. I'm really nerding out now, because it's funny, when you collect so many cars, they all sort of mingle into one, and it's just a big RC collection, which is pretty crap, to be honest. So it's really important for me to do little things like this, where you actually take individual cars out and just look at them again. You know, you probably certain people screaming at camera saying, well, run it, but no, this is not a car to be run for me. But oh, what a thing. And then last, but by certainly no means least, is another one from the Legend series, which is the two-wheel drive world champion, the Ultima. First, I did show you this in an unboxing. Keith sent me this, which was a total surprise. I've tried, I think 2 or 3 times I've gone to eBay to buy this, and I've bought something else. But you have to have an Ultima. One of my best mates back in the UK, Paul, he actually got it when it came out. I think I had a Hornet at that time. And this thing, as you can imagine, from a Hornet, you know, it was just... In fact, he went from a Falcon to the Ultima. It was me who was driving the Hornet. Incredible. It's sealed at the back. I'm just going to get a knife and open it and take the lid off. Well, that's very red. Yeah, weird presentation compared to the others that I've seen. Obviously, the Turbo Optima's just off the chart presentation wise, but the Javelin and the Turbo Scorpion all got similar to this. So yeah, totally cool bodies. Looks like it's got a full bearing kit with it. Rear UJs. This is two-wheel drive if you don't know, and then you can see all the metal gears and stuff. Again, Kyosho do seem to do Riri's right, in my opinion, and what I mean by that is they make them so they can take modern day power, which Tamiya don't seem to be interested in. But to me, it's not that big a deal, because I don't run them that much, if I'm honest. This will definitely get run. So cool. Just brings back so many memories, this car. It's a quick car as well. Handles really well. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was world champion as well when it came out. Or a variant of the Ultima was world champion anyway. I think it dominated, if I'm honest. Anyway, yeah, very, very cool indeed. So that was it. Got to apologise for self-indulgence, but again, these channels are a big part of doing what I do, and other people who do YouTube channels, there's a big part of it is to document certain things, because it's there forever then. So that's kind of one of the main reasons I put this little video together. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I think we're all Kyosho fans, aren't we? And hopefully let's see more releases from them, because they've got a huge catalogue of vintage goodies that they can bring back out. Whether we will or not's a different matter, but it would be very nice to see them again. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Leave us a thumbs up if you did, thumbs down if you didn't. Say hello in the comments, subscribe if you haven't, and turn on notifications so you're notified of our weekly videos. That would be awesome. And as always, my friends, happy RCing.